No.
No, I'm done.
Venturing into the woods alone at night can be terrifying. But what happens when you encounter someone, or something, you'd rather never meet? Like this first encounter, that comes from the TikTok account Social, which has only posted 2 videos, both about kayaking. But one of them stands out in a chilling way. It captures a man on what was supposed to be a peaceful camping and fishing trip in April 2021, as he kayaked through the beautiful wilderness of New Braunfels, Texas. The sun was shining, the water was calm. It seemed like the perfect escape into nature. But then, out of nowhere, a piercing scream shattered the silence. Startled and unsure of what he had just heard, he quickly grabbed his GoPro and hit record.
Those birds freaked out. What the hell is that noise? I'm going over there. Hey, do y'all hear that screaming? Is that something I should be like worried about?
There's people under there.
I think my day's about to be ruined. Ugh.
As he paddled closer to the source of the sound, the screaming only grew more intense. And now, there was no doubt about it. It was a human voice, and it sounded like someone crying out for help. His heart raced. Something felt terribly wrong, and he couldn't just ignore it. Bracing himself for whatever he might find, he followed the direction of the screams and called out, hoping somehow to get a response.
Are you okay? Well, I didn't hear any screams for help back. Yeah. No one called out when I asked if they were okay. Hopefully they're just having a bad trip or something. I thought it was like a bobcat or something at first. I don't know if I should call the... You think I should call the police?
It sounded like somebody was yelling.
Yeah, I'll probably call them and just tell them someone's screaming under the bridge. I mean...
I don't know where they're going to enter, if it's going to be on the south side of the bridge.
It's on the south side?
I mean, to get to it, to be easy for them to get there.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna call. I'm not going up there. But if someone needs help...
The fact that the screaming stopped when he called out raised more questions than answers, and a deep sense of unease settled in. Not wanting to risk going any further alone, He called 911 to report what he had heard. Authorities assured him that officers would be dispatched to the area and told him it was his decision whether to stay or leave. But curiosity had its grip on him, and after a tense moment of listening, hoping to catch even the faintest sound but hearing nothing, he got more and more driven to understand what had happened. And so, he and the other kayakers decided to cautiously investigate the area together.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Is anyone up here? You see anyone? No?
Yeah.
There's no one up here, but there's stuff like, it looks like fresh tea or something. Well, I guess we stopped whatever was happening.
Maybe. Or gave her opportunity to run. Huh? I saw one.
While it was somewhat reassuring that there was no one visibly in danger, it still didn't explain what they had heard, but feeling they had done all they could, they left the area, hoping that whatever had happened was over. After the video was uploaded, the comment section quickly filled with theories. Some viewers were convinced it sounded like a child. Others believed the scream came from the tunnel by the water. But Psychosocial later clarified that he was certain it was a woman's voice, and he was just as sure it hadn't come from the tunnel, explaining that while GoPro microphones can distort direction, in person it was much clearer. Still, no one ever came forward, no missing persons were linked to the incident, and no update ever followed. So, what do you think happened that day? Was it a woman in serious danger? Or could it have been someone under the influence, crying out into the wilderness? Let us know your thoughts. But that wasn't the only camping trip that took a turn for the strange, because on the other side of the world, another solo camper set out into nature, and what started off peaceful didn't stay that way for long. And that was shared by Oh Maman Nu, an Indonesian YouTube channel run by Maman, who's known for his solo camping trips into some of the country's strangest and most haunted forests. His videos often blend the calm of nature with the thrill of the unknown. And in this one, things took a turn he never expected. It's May 16, 2025. Maman arrives at the edge of a forest long rumored to be haunted. With daylight still on his side, he begins hiking deeper in, looking for the perfect place to set up camp. Despite the uneasy feeling that always comes with spending a night alone in a place like this, Maman is just as excited. This is what he lives for. Everything goes as planned. He finds a good clearing, sets up camp, and as the sun disappears behind the trees, he lights a fire, makes himself some food, and settles in, surrounded by the soothing sounds of the wilderness. But as night settled in deeper, the atmosphere began to shift. The cheerful crackling of the fire now seemed distant, almost drowned out by an eerie stillness creeping in from the trees. Whether it was just the power of suggestion from all the stories tied to these woods, or something far more real, Maman couldn't shake the growing unease crawling over him. Thankfully, he had set up multiple cameras around his camp, just in case something did happen. And not long after, something did. Of course, it could have been some kind of animal, but according to Maman, whatever was caught on camera that night was unlike anything he'd ever seen in all his years of camping deep in the wilderness. And although he hadn't noticed the strange figure in real time, Maman couldn't shake the growing discomfort that crept in as the night wore on. But that wasn't the only unsettling moment his cameras captured. Because later, when Maman was sound asleep, unexplainable things began to unfold just outside his tent. When Maman finally reviewed the footage the next day, chills ran down his spine. While he had slept through it all, the camera hadn't missed a thing. What he saw was both terrifying and, strangely, satisfying. Maman thought the night had been uneventful, but now he was convinced. He had captured something truly paranormal. But what do you think his camera captured? Was it something explainable like the wind? Or did Maman witness something far more unexplainable? Something that defies logic entirely? You be the judge. But eerie forests aren't the only places where things can go wrong. Because a solo adventurer set off, this time into the depths of the earth. A notorious cave and weather conditions that couldn't have been worse. And that solo adventurer was Adam, the creator behind the YouTube channel Wandering Where. Known for his solo car camping adventures across the UK, Adam takes his viewers along as he explores the wild. In this particular video, uploaded on May 16th, 2022, Adam sets out on yet another adventure. But this time, it's a little different. His destination? Giant's Hole, a well-known cave system near Castleton in Derbyshire. And while it might sound like a quirky tourist stop, this cave carries a darker reputation. Since 2002, the Derbyshire Cave Rescue Organization has responded to several emergency call-outs at Giant's Hole, including one tragic incident that ended in a fatality. Still, Adam, drawn by curiosity and the thrill of the unknown, decides to explore it for himself. But whether that was a wise decision is something we're about to find out.
Oh mate, we got a storm brewing here, look. Oi, that looks nasty. Didn't bring my rain jacket. Good job it's only 20 minutes back to the motor. Oi. Right, we're here. Oh, we're close anyway. Oh mate, I think this might be it. It looks the obvious spot. Oh jeez. Yeah, this looks gnarly, man. I think this is it. Oi. Welcome to Giant's Hole. Oh, there's a shed load of water, man. And they ain't got no good boots. Does sound like it goes a long way back, but there's a lot of water in there, man. Can't be this one. I don't know. I'm gonna try and check it on a map or something, which I ain't got. See if I can get the video on YouTube. Right, there's absolutely no phone signal around here, so I can't check a thing. And what I'm doing to just go in and have a look. It sounds like there's a shed load of water in here. I've got the most slippy shoes on ever, I really have. But yeah, seems like a great idea. Thing is, it goes quite a way underground there.
Despite signs that a storm might be rolling in, and the fact that water was already beginning to seep into the entrance, Adam's curiosity got the better of him. He couldn't resist the urge to see what lay deeper inside this infamous cave. So, with only his flashlight and camera to guide him, Adam pressed on, step by step, into the cold, narrowing darkness of Giant's Hole, unaware of just how risky things were about to become.
The guy was walking for 20 minutes, mate, and then you got to come 20 minutes back, so it's a distance, it really is. Let's take a look. I've got to be honest, I hadn't expected any water in here at all. It was kind of like dry with a few pools when the dude did it. It's a bit sketchy, man. You know, gotta be serious, you know. And if you just see that little speck, but that's the last bit of the entrance we're seeing. I'm going in. 20 minutes, mate. I'm freaking already, dude. What? No one knows I'm here either. I mentioned it to old man Grumpster yesterday, but yeah, he won't remember. Oh well, it is what it is. What a spot though, man. Look at this place. Wow, this is pretty awesome. Ah, it is pretty wet. Well, a couple of minutes in then. It's a little bit tight. I mean, it's high. Do you know what I mean? There's plenty of height to it, but it's not very wide. The water's kind of stopped. It is damp everywhere, and all the walls are well smooth all the way up, man. At some point, there's been a shed load of water gushing through here, eh? Oh, mate, the height's gone. Great, I'm crouching, even me. Gotta tell you. Mate, listen to that. It feels a bit weird being in here on my own. I'll tell you that much. It really does. It's one thing coming down here with the lads or someone else, but yeah, mate, I'm here on my own, mate. You know, and
the deeper Adam ventured, the more the atmosphere shifted. The walls seemed to close in, the air grew colder, and an overwhelming sense of unease began to settle in his chest. With every echoing step, doubt crept in, but despite the growing regret, he didn't turn back. Instead, driven by determination, or maybe stubborn curiosity, Adam kept going, deeper into the cave's darkness.
This is gnarly. It's getting tight now. My back keeps catching. Alright. Keep moving. Mate, this ain't fucking good. I'm in a fucking dead end here. What the friggle? Oh my days, mate. I don't want to get fucking lost down here. Oh, you bastard. Oh, you bugger. Oh, you bugger off. Let's have a look. Damn it. I guess it's away. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna put camera down a minute. It's a bit slippery around here, mate. Opens up a bit. Alright. Calm down. Hello? Mate, it's a right echo in here. I'm getting a bit worried about the power on the lights. I'm good with the torch on the top of the camera that's got 3 spots on it. I've just turned my phone off because that's 44%. So, worst case scenario, I've got the phone to hold coming back. And my head torch, I forgot to charge that before I left. But I'm hoping that's got lots of power, mate. This bit is mad slippery. Oh, wow. This is
Things were starting to get really risky now. Adam had watched a video of someone navigating this cave before, but beyond that, he hadn't done much preparation. And now, deep inside the twisting passageways, that lack of planning began to weigh on him. His flashlight started to dim, and hesitation kicked in. This wasn't the kind of place you wanted to get stuck in the dark. Still, Adam was determined to reach the opening he had seen in that video, the spot where things were supposed to open up. So, against his better judgment, he pressed on, deeper into the unknown.
I'm not liking these tight bits, man. I'm just get real low. A little bit of claustrophobia going down, you know. Oh, wait up. Oh, mate. What the friggle? Wow. Wow. Hadn't expected that. Big open cave, man. I thought this was going to be the drop. I was hoping. I'm really not feeling this, guy. I'm a bit para. Yeah, I'm not feeling it. I will do when I get out. I'll be buzzing like a monster on speed, but not at the minute. There's a lot of water, man. Look at that. Oh, stepping in another puddle. Oh, jeez. Oh well. Keep going. No point turning back now, you know. Both my feet are absolutely wet through. I guess I got a spare pair of shoes and socks and all that when I get to the crib, so all good. Oh man, I'm totally underwater up to my ankles. Snarf. Frigate, whatever, look. Oh mate. Gotta say as well, I was just thinking, the video I watched of that guy, I didn't really watch it, I just sort of fast forwarded through. So it took him 20 minutes, but I've absolutely no idea what pace he was making. Hang on, is this it? Mate. Whoa, we're there, we're here. Mate, I freaking made it. Dude. Oh mate, you're not going to see a great deal of it. And I can't go no more down because it's gushing water like a madman. But yeah, somewhere over there on that rock, and I'm not scrambling over because I ain't breaking my neck. Somewhere over there is a hook. And you can go down there with a rope and it just keeps going and going and going. Oh wow, man.
It seemed that Adam hadn't fully realized the danger of being inside a cave that was slowly taking on water, until the symptoms started. The air was damp and heavy, and the deeper he had gone, the harder it became to breathe. A wave of dizziness crept over him, and for the first time, real concern took hold. Thankfully, he had made it to the spot he was aiming for, but that moment of satisfaction quickly faded. It was time to head back. Now, all he could do was hope he'd remember the way out before things got any worse.
I'm shaking, mate. I'm really not feeling this. I'm worried. I'm down here on my own. My mind's racing. I just want to get out now. But I am sort of done it now. Yeah, that ain't good. Right, I'm getting out of here, mate. I wish it was only 2 minutes. It's going to take me 20. Let's go. Oh, I'll tell you what. It's a long way back. I'm just trying to memorise things like big caves. Oh yeah, remember that. Look, here's that turn. That's the dead end down there. So we go right, I think. Oh mate, my heart's pumping. Whew, I think I'm about halfway. 10 more minutes. All right. That's kind of just freaked me out with that turn. I'm just thinking like, I hope I didn't miss a turn, you know. If there was another one, imagine that. Oh mate, just keep waiting for like an hour and never see the entrance again and not know which way back. Fucking hell, mate. Stop thinking, Adam, stop thinking. Just keep moving. Oh, this is random, you know. The light from the torches and all that, it keeps shining on the rocks in a particular way that when I come round the corner, I keep thinking I'm seeing, oh mate, oh mate, I feel a little emotional. Okay, no mate, we made it, we're back. Just one last wet foot and we're out of here.
After a long and disorienting trek through the winding cave system, Adam finally made it back to the entrance, shaken but relieved to be safe. He returned to his car, found a quiet spot nearby, and wrapped up his day with a peaceful camp in the open air, trying to process everything that had just happened. Looking back, Adam likely didn't realize just how dangerous his decision had been, especially venturing into a flooding cave with minimal preparation and worsening weather conditions. He was incredibly lucky to make it out alive. Had the water risen just a bit more, this story could have ended very differently. It was a sobering reminder that things can seem simple from the outside, but when you're deep inside unfamiliar terrain, without the right experience or preparation, they can spiral into real danger fast. But while Adam was lucky to escape the depths below, others were just stepping into something almost equally dangerous. This time, in the thick of the woods. Because not every shadow out there is just a tree, and not every sound is so easy to explain. Meet Bear, a man driven by a passion for the wild and a curiosity for the unknown. On his YouTube channel, Exploring with Bear, he takes viewers deep into nature's most mysterious places. In this video, uploaded on May 5th, 2025, Bear teams up with his friend Dee, the woman behind the YouTube channel Dee's Dark Adventures, for a car camping trip into a forest long rumored to be home to cryptid sightings. Both intrigued by the legends, they were eager to find out if the stories were more than just myths. At first, everything felt lighthearted. They chose a place to camp, shared a meal, and laughed around the fire, completely absorbed in the moment. But then an eerie sound cut through the forest silence, instantly reminding them why they came here in the first place.
That was loud. That was the same thing. I got that on camera.
Did you? I think I did too. Yeah, I'm recording. Yeah. I wasn't paying attention.
Without hesitation, Bear and Dee grabbed their gear and headed toward the sound, hoping to uncover what caused the sudden, echoing bangs, and maybe even catch it on camera.
So the first one I was thinking maybe a tree snapped in half, but I didn't get that on camera, but the second one, there's no way,
Right,
you know,
I
two.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. I get it all
So
the time.
that throws me even more then, because it's not just the one.
Oh, come on.
It's raining.
This trail here leads you straight to the lake
Oh, we got two trails.
and the island that I told you about.
It don't look like many people take that trail.
No.
Something just moving over there.
Dude.
Wait a minute.
Dude, there's eyes.
Wait a minute.
Dude.
Oh, my camera's not getting that.
I got it. Oh my god, dude.
Dude,
Dude.
what is that?
I don't know. This is the eyes. Dude.
I can't zoom. My camera's so stinking wet. There's two of them.
Dude.
There's two eyes. Those things are freaking huge. Hey, hold on. Man, that ain't normal eyes. Normal eyes. That ain't normal. Whoa. No.
No, I'm done.
That moment was enough to make Bear and Dee feel truly unsafe. Whatever those eyes belonged to, animal or something else entirely, they were too large, too strange, and far too close for comfort. They may have come for the thrill, but risking their lives wasn't part of the plan. Without looking back, they hurried through the woods, hoping that whatever they saw wasn't following. Back at their campsite, things seemed quiet. Nothing appeared to have followed them, but that uneasy feeling never left. Locked safely inside their car for the night, it was finally calm enough to rest. But questions still echoed in their minds. So, what do you think Bear and Dee saw out there? A large animal? A trick of the light? Or was it something stranger? Something that lives in the corners of the world we don't fully understand yet? Let us know your thoughts. But just because you make it through the night doesn't mean the strangeness is over. Sometimes it waits until morning. Because for the next couple, The real chill didn't come from the woods. It came from what they found after they woke up. And that clip was shared by the TikTok account Joe Fells, where Joe usually posts light-hearted glimpses into his everyday life. But the video he uploaded on July 15th, 2023 was anything but typical. Joe and his girlfriend had gone camping in the stunning Baker Snoqualmie National Forest in Washington State. But what was meant to be a peaceful, romantic escape into nature slowly turned into something much more unsettling. The evening was perfect. Clear skies, a cozy fire, and laughter under the stars. Nothing felt out of place. Until the next morning, when Joe's girlfriend woke up and noticed something deeply disturbing.
What the fuck?
That was not there last night.
Nah, that shit wasn't there last night. We pulled up here. I come over here and set up this solar thing last night. You ain't do that. Holy shit.
Naturally, the discovery left the couple feeling shaken. They no longer felt safe, but instead of packing up and leaving right away, they did the responsible thing. They contacted the local authorities to report what they had found near their campsite. Whatever it was, it clearly didn't belong there. And it raised far more questions than answers.
Hi, so I kind of have something crazy and weren't sure who to call. So we were camping off of the forest road right next to Douglas Fir last night. There was a rock that we woke up to that was carved into that said, "I will kill again," placed next to our van on a tree stump. But no.
Felt like we should have called and told somebody there was a note that said, "I will kill again," scrawled on a rock and left near a van in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. So what we need to do, did you take a photo of it at all?
Yes.
And a video.
So what we want to do, we need to contact, I'm going to have you contact the Whatcom County Sheriff's Office.
Okay. Hi, so I had kind of have a weird thing. I just spoke with the Glacier Public Service Center and they recommended we call you guys.
After speaking with several local authorities and a few people at a nearby restaurant, it became clear there wasn't much that could be done. No actual crime had been committed. Still, the local sheriff appreciated being made aware of the eerie message. But for Joe and his girlfriend, the damage was already done. The sense of unease lingered, and they didn't feel safe staying in the area. So they packed up and moved to a different campsite, hoping to put some distance between themselves and whoever had left that message. Was it just a cruel prank meant to scare unsuspecting campers? Or something more serious that should be taken as a warning? Whatever the case, it left a lasting impression, and it's something they won't forget anytime soon. How would you feel waking up to find something so unsettling right outside your tent? But uneasy feelings don't always come from what you see. Sometimes it's what you feel. Something invisible, unshakable, and impossible to ignore. Because for Eleanor, what began as a peaceful solo getaway slowly turned into a situation where her instincts were screaming at her to leave. Eleanor is a nature lover with a passion for solo adventures, which she shares on her YouTube channel, Eleanor Grace Adventures. Her videos are usually filled with serene landscapes, peaceful campsites, and the calming solitude of the outdoors. But in the video she uploaded on May 21st, 2025, things took a turn she didn't expect. Eleanor had set out on a solo camping trip to a hidden lake tucked away in Dartmoor National Park in the southwest of England. The day was perfect and everything she had hoped for. After setting up camp and enjoying the scenery, she decided to take a swim in the calm, mirror-like water. But just as she slipped beneath the surface, something changed and the peaceful atmosphere began to shift.
There's a really, really weird noise coming from up there. I don't know if someone's wild camping and pumping up something, because that's what I can hear. It sounds like that. Either that or it's extremely loud, heavy panting. God, I hope it's someone wild camping. Anyway, Dartmoor is like a military training base. They do a lot of training around here basically, so I had to check the times for when they were doing that. There's various areas on Dartmoor where you can wild camp, and this falls under one of the legal areas you can do it. Yeah, it was coming from up there. It is pretty eerie when you're on your own.
Although Eleanor couldn't quite make out what she was hearing, she couldn't shake the overwhelming sense that she wasn't alone, that someone was watching her. The vulnerability of being completely on her own in such a remote area suddenly hit her hard. Trusting her instincts, Eleanor made the difficult decision to pack up and leave the peaceful lakeside spot that had felt like paradise just hours earlier. She spent the rest of the night sleeping in her car, parked safely away. Some might say she overreacted. But when you're deep in the wilderness, far from help, listening to your gut can be the difference between a memorable trip and something far more dangerous. Was it just nerves getting the better of her? Or was something truly lurking in the woods that night? Let us know in the comments. And remember, nature is beautiful, but it doesn't always welcome visitors. Now that was all for today, folks. If you enjoyed these horrifying clips, subscribe to my channel and click to see more on the video on screen.